Well folks, I decided to do a little update on my tank and what's going on here. This is just an overview of the tank to start with. If you like what you see or what you hear from me, hit the subscribe button or hit the like button and give us your thoughts and your ideas. This tank has been set up for quite a while, and I've been using a GBL product for the substrate. It's good now, but the whole system wasn't taken off. I was having huge issues with the likes of my swords here, that there was holes appearing in them and they're not growing very well. Well, there's the big grasses at the back, they seem to be dying back, and a whole lot of other little issues. But this guy here in the middle, I don't know if you will be able to see it. He's actually starting to purl a little. You mightn't see it with all the other debris on the tank, and my big angelfish here isn't as what's to stay in the road. As you can see the bubbles coming off it. There's still quite a bit of floating debris in the tank, and I'm doing my best to try to get rid of that, but it doesn't seem to be affecting the fish in any way. Now, those of you who have already subscribed will know that I had running on this originally a homemade filter. Now, I have changed that since, due to the simple fact being that I was having great problems with it not sealing up properly whenever it came to cleaning it, but I have solved that issue since, but I haven't went back to that filter as of yet. At the moment I'm using a big old Eheim 2217. I'm also injecting CO2 into this system. The CO2 system that I'm using, as you can see, is a CO2 fire extinguisher with a regulator. As to dissolve the CO2, I am taking the pipe that is coming off the filter and I'm running it to this. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it very well. This bit of waste pipe at the back with the air line from the CO2 system going in at the top, as to use it as a way of dissolving. Now, it is a lot better than what I had for dissolving the CO2, but as you will be able to see, there's still bubbles coming out. But for what is coming out is a lot less than what was being lost before. Now, there probably, if you have suggestions on how I can get this to dissolve better, let me know. Now, I know that I'm running an airstone all the time, but from research that I've done, this neither hurts the CO2, it doesn't hinder the CO2 at all. In fact, for me at the moment, I'm running the CO2 at a level where it seems to be at its maximum that I feel safe at the minute. Now, if anybody can tell me if I'm running right amount, too much or too little from my drop checker, let me know, because I'm never sure by looking at it. But at the moment I think it's in or around the correct region. Now, as to combat the issues I've been having with my plants not being red enough, plus I had a huge algae breakout in this tank, and as you can see, that poor guy at the back there should be a lovely red colour. There's actually if you can see it there in the middle, there's its top because it had come out of the water, and I cut him off, but all of its leaves have nearly died off. But I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it. You can see now up at the top, new leaves are starting to form, and they're starting to form the colour they should. Now, what I have been using on this tank so far for my iron purposes, I've been using this Easy Life Freebo, which I haven't been using a lot of. Now, when I got the algae in the tank, I started using Easy Carbo. Once I started using it, it seems to have disappeared overnight. It took a few days for it to go away properly, but the easy carbo helped to kill the algae. Now I don't know if by opening my CO2 now if that's done the same thing, but I know I'd highly recommend this product. Now because my plants were doing so poorly, I've started trying this in the water column for the meantime, because it was the biggest product that amount of a product for plant fertilizers that I could get in my local fish stores. I'm looking at the EI dosing system or some other system. Those of you who have seen NJW, I think it's 1383's videos, done one of root tabs, and he was using the Miracle Grow all-purpose continuous release plant food. He was putting them into capsules, gelatin capsules, and he says this is very close to the osmocote system that a lot of folks in the States use. So because I had no gelatin capsules and couldn't get them bought locally conveniently, what I've done is put them into I put the capsules into an ice cube tray and put a small amount of water into the trays and froze them. Now since doing that, I dropped one down into the base of this sword, and in the last day and a half the back leaf has grown so much that it's now nearly ready to come out of the tank, and there's a whole lot of nice new leaves starting to form. Now I will give you updates hopefully in a week's time or so. I plan on doing larger water changes and doing a lot more things with this tank. Also, I would really like advice on what you think I should do with my fire mouth here, because he just seems to be undernourished and not thriving well. I'm not sure whether it's because this guy here is bullying the life out of him or what, but he just is not doing well, and I would really like to get him back up to his healthy position. He has been like this for a while, and I'm considering taking him and putting him into a tank on his own and using it as to feed him and treat him and get him up again. Or if anyone has any ideas what could be wrong with him, let me know. But I think it's just the fact that he's not getting to the food. If you like what you see, as I said before, subscribe, and if you can help me out with the names of my plants, I would be greatly appreciated. I'm trying a few different experiments. Another thing to note, I believe that the small stems that you can see on the guns of the ship there is Java fern. Most of that had nearly died on me completely and had rotted away. I had bought a thing out of the local fish shop where it was really healthy and on like a tree stem, and I was really pleased with it, but it just didn't seem to thrive at all. I've discovered since the issue there was the temperature of my tank was way too high and was causing rot. So guys, I hope you like this video, and if you have any suggestions for me, I'm open and would love to hear from you. Thank you. Bye.